Hey, yo, all right, so this is it. This is Les Mills Combat, baby. Hey, my name's Dan.
And I'm Rach.
And our job is to inspire you, to educate you, and to motivate you throughout the entire pack.
That's right. In this Les Mills Combat Basics DVD, we're going to give you an insight into the disciplines.
Yeah, and you'll hear us throughout all of our workouts. We refer you back to this very DVD, not only to help you with all of your techniques and all of your executions through those disciplines, but to be able to burn the most amount of calories and to get those sick results that you want. We like to say, keep it real and stay with the fight. Stance and guards. Let's start with guards. We have two types of guards. Rach is going to teach us how to make a fist. So why don't you join us right now, do these exact moves because they're going to give you the great foundations throughout the entire combos and workout.
All right, fist. Sounds simple, but let's get it right from the start. Put your hands in the air. Pull your fingers down. Now wrap your thumbs around your fingers. Draw your elbows into your rib cage, and your fist finishes at your face. All right, do that again. Hands up.
Boom.
Fingers first. Thumbs outside. Draw your elbows in, fist by face. What you don't want to do is put your thumbs inside your fist. All that's going to do when you actually do hit something is probably break your thumb. So thumbs on the outside. Nice.
Take a look at this. Once Rachel's elbows are in, she gets to use her breath. Exhalation, and look at that, abdominal training. Not only abdominal training, but if she keeps her hands up by her face, she's loading the muscles of her shoulders. You're going to hear us talk about guards through the entire workouts. Now, I know it sounds silly where you just bring your hands up, but if you hold them up and you keep your chin down, you're going to start firing these muscles. You'll know by the end of the workouts because your arms will just want to drop. But that's how you change the shape of your upper body. Now, that's your boxing guard. We've got variations of a boxing guard from the front and also from the side, and that really depends on our stance. So go ahead, let's talk about some stances.
Front stance. Okay, take your feet outside shoulder distance, toes pointing forwards, knees bent, chest up. That's front stance.
Simple, stance. The other one is this. We call it our combat stance. You put your right in front of your left, sunshine. We call it walking, you know what I mean? Make a little L shape. Do this with us. Shimmy your back foot away from the TV screen. Bum, 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 bum. And now that back foot slightly turns forward, and the heel can lift up. We'll go flat foot, heel up. And all that does, that allows you to stay on the nice balls of your feet because we have a lot of moves where we rock forward and back. We'll try that now from our combat stance. It's called the step of attack. Attack, bum, bum, retreat, bum, bum. Attack, bum, bum, retreat, bum, bum. Switch stance, boom, attack, retreat. Switch stance, switch stance. Now you can see we're already switching because we do everything in the Les Mills Combat Program on both sides. That's what we call balance. Switch, attack, attack, join us. Retreat, retreat, switch, attack, retreat. Ba-boom, ba-boom, attack, attack. Retreat, retreat, switch, switch, switch. Good, we like to play a little game here.
Trying to catch me out.
All right, now if you notice, every time you come into what we call our combat stance, naturally when you do your boxing guard, you'll now have one hand at the back and one hand at the front. Take a little look at Rach. Backhand protects the side of the face, elbow protects the rib cage and the vital organs, and the front arm protects the front part of the face as well as the heart, all right? Because that's a muscle too. That's your stances and that's your guards. Sweet.
Okay, so let's talk boxing. It's an upper body martial art. You're not going to kick anybody. It's all punches. Yeah, a little bit of footwork. But today, we're going to talk to you about the basics of boxing. And it starts with a jab. So stand up, put your right foot forward, put your boxing guard on. Let's talk target zone. The jab targets the nose, lip, and chin of your imaginary opponent. You can jab the body, but for purposes of this exercise, just go for the face. Now, what do you hit them with? First big two knuckles. Why those? Because they cause the most damage. They help you work all the way up into your shoulder, chiseling, shaping, and giving you those exercise benefits that we all want. So, let's try a couple of jabs.
All right, let's do it. All right. So the jab out and back. Go. Jab, boom. Jab, boom. Do one more jab. This time hold it out. Soft jab, boom. Take a little look at Rach quickly. Already, she hasn't locked her elbow. This is a no-no, watch. Never lock your elbow, soft at the elbow. It's called active acceleration and active deceleration. It's a safety mechanism. The body already reacts so that we don't overstretch our joints. The other thing is this. She's thrown the jab. Shoulders are firing. Boom, look at that. Torso's firing. And on some of our slower jabs that we throw in our workouts earlier on in the routines, you get some leg action, and you'll also see we talk about foot movement, because the jab doesn't initiate from the shoulder. In actual fact, it initiates from the ground up. Beautiful. That's jab. Moving on.
All right, the cross. It's essentially the same move. It's the same target zone. It's the same strike surface, but it comes off the back arm. That's the cross. It comes across your body. All right, Dan, do you want to work with us?
Yep.
So throw the cross.
Boom.
And pull it back. Elbows nice and soft. Throw again. Notice that your elbow's on top now. It's not underneath. If it's underneath, chances are you're hitting with the little knuckles. Rotate in, bend, and make sure you fire this punch with your hip and your heel turning into the punch. Got it? 2 more. Last one. Good.
Nice. All right, so let's put those 2 punches together. The jab and then the cross. Do that with us. 1 jab, 1 cross. Boom. Now I'm just going to say jab, cross. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. 1 more. Good. And the more you understand how to do the jab and the cross, you will start to burn more calories, because you're using more muscles and you're creating more intensity behind your workout. There's only 2 punches. We've got more.
Whoosh. It's called the uppercut. All right. It's uppercut because it goes up and it cuts. The target is the chin. Strike surface is the same. It's not what you do with your fists. It's what you're going to do with your body that helps launch this move. So, right foot forward. Back heel off the floor. Rotate in. So sink down into the front leg. So you should feel your glutes firing. Now get your shoulder forward. Tuck your chin in. And as you unwind, release the uppercut. You should be looking just over your knuckles. They're vertical. Elbow points down, shoulder on jaw, rechamber, stand up. So what do? Drop, twist, launch from the ribs to the chin and back. Can come off the front arm, can come off the back arm. Let's try it. Front arm, back arm, exhale, exhale. What are you working now? Your abs. Guys, it's your abs. Tell me a boxer that doesn't have a six-pack.
Yeah, I know. They're ripped. They're athletes. Now, Rach spoke a little bit about breathing. That's a real good point. Try this with me at home. Come here. Do the uppercut off your front arm, but hold your breath. Take a deep breath in. Feels strange, doesn't it? Now do it again and exhale. You ready? Front arm, back arm. Go. What just happened? You created more intensity and more power because you always exhale on the exertion of a move in combat. You'll hear us talk a lot about breathing throughout all of our workouts. That's 3 punches. We got 1 more punch.
The last punch. Its knockout potential is huge. It's called a hook. Your target is the jaw or the temple of your opponent. This is a horizontal punch. The key to this is the joint angle. So you're going to put about 90 degrees at the joint angle. Now, hands by your face, target the jaw, release the heel, turn the hip, the elbow lifts, the fist goes to the face and just past. So you should be looking at your wristwatch. The time is on top. It's not facing your opponent. Yeah, that is a hook, but for the purpose of Les Mills combat, the clock face faces up and back. Can come off the front arm, can come off the back arm. Circular punch to the jaw or the temple of your opponent. Sure, you can hook the body, that's fine, but for now, aim for the head.
Awesome. You know, the other thing I like to do, you'll see us throughout some of our workouts, we wear gloves, all right? Now, I don't know about you, but when I wear a glove, even though I'm not actually hitting anything, but the glove just makes me feel like I can squeeze my fist more. And what that really does for me is it makes me feel like I can punch harder. If I feel like I can punch harder, I'm going to get the results that I want. You can go to teambeachbody.com to get these bad boys.
So let's review. 4 punches. Jab, cross, uppercut, hook. Target zones. Nose, lip, chin, jaw. Strike surface, what you hit them with. the knuckles. Boxing's good for training your shoulders, your upper body muscles, and it rips your abs. That's about it.
Beautiful. Us. So here we are. We're about to do karate. Now, for the entire workout, we want you to stay in the essence of karate. This is our Japanese martial arts. Take a look. Two of the most common moves that you'll see throughout our Les Mills combat program, the first one is the karate punch, otherwise known as
Sanabazuki.
Awesome. So let's move into what we call our horse stance and our karate guard, all right? From here, take your right hand forward, boom. And now take your left hand forward. And if you notice, when one hand comes forward, the other one retracts back. Punch. All right, we have 5 key principles that keep you in the essence of karate, but also will allow you to get the very best results that you'll get from the Les Mills Combat Program. The first one is to stay grounded to the floor. Do this with us. You should already feeling a little bit of burning in your legs. This is normal. Grounded to the floor. The second is to be posturally upright. All right, this is fantastic for the upper body. Third key is you need a clear start and stop for every move, so go ahead and change arms. Clear start and stop. The fourth is to stay relaxed until the moment of impact. Boom. You see that? You stay relaxed until the moment of impact, because when you're relaxed and then you add that tension, that's when you'll fire all of the muscles in the upper body and in the arms that you need to be firing. And then the last one, and I know it sounds strange, number 5, is the use of the word kia, or in some karate, kiai. We'll say kia, different accents from here. As soon as you throw your punch, just whisper the word kia, go, kia. And now do it with a little more volume. Switch, kia, kia, switch, kia, switch, kia, switch, kia. All right, I want you to stay with Rach. Down in the legs, grounded to the floor, posturally upright, clear start and stop for every move, relaxed until the moment of impact, and then we're going to use that kia or kiai. Here it comes. Ich,
Kia,
ni,
kia,
san,
kia,
shi,
kia,
go,
kia,
rock,
kia,
hutch,
kia,
none.
kia.
We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Good. Now, if you notice, every time that you throw these punches, all of those muscles are really having to work, not just in your legs, perfectly through your core as well as your shoulders. That's one move. The other move, join us now, back down into a wide stance, our rising block. Front arm lifts up, boom. You'll see this a lot throughout of our workouts. Switch, boom. Switch and hold it here. Take a little look at Rach. Elbows bent, blocking with forearm. Grounded to the floor. She is posturally upright. She's got a nice clear start and stop for every move. It looks good. Relax until the moment of impact to fire those muscles. And go ahead and kiai.
Kia,
One more.
kia.
Beautiful. All right. So there we have it. Your 5 principles of karate. We'll say it one more time. The first one was, say it with us, grounded to the floor. Why? Because you need to have a strong foundation, so you're staying in the essence of karate.
Number 2.
Posturally upright.
Number 3.
A nice clear start and stop for every move.
Number 4.
To be relaxed until the moment of impact.
And finally, number 5.
Is the use of kiai, all right? When you add the kiai, especially in the intensity throughout of our Les Mills combat workouts, you'll see that your results will go up. Karate is a fantastic martial arts. Kara mean empty and te mean hand. So the actual transliteration of karate is the open hand martial art. There were your basics of karate. Enjoy your workouts. Us.
Let's talk Taekwondo, or as it's commonly referred to, TKD, the hand and foot method. Why? Because in Les Mills Combat, it's 90% kicks and 10% hands with Taekwondo, and we know that by doing that, we're really burning calories, because kicks mean calories. So why don't I teach you just a few of those kicks so that you know the how and the why. Sound good? Awesome. All right, try it with us. Put your right foot forward, combat stance. The front kick. Say and do with us. C,
C,
O,
O,
M,
M,
B,
B,
A,
A,
T. Spells combat. Try it again. Set your foot underneath your body weight. C, O, balance, abs on. M, B, A, T. Now your target is anywhere from the head down to the belly of your opponent. Your strike surface is the ball of the foot, not the top, the ball of the foot. Try it with us. Lean your shoulders away as you kick. Go. C, O, M, B, A, T. Switch hands, switch legs. Maybe this is your good side. Who knows? Try again. C, O, M, B, A, T. Now, every time you extend your leg for the kick, if you lean your shoulders back, you'll kick longer and you'll engage all of the muscles in your core, which is effectively balancing to hold you all together. And that's where the workout results come from. All right? One more time. C, O, M, B, A, T. Awesome. While we're here, why don't we do the back kick?
Yep.
Step. C, look over your shoulder, hug your knee. O, extend. M, B, A, T. Try it again. Step, look, kick, in and down. Switch arms, switch legs. It's your heel to your opponent's stomach. Drop your shoulders forwards, keep your hips forwards. Shoulders forward, hips forward. Go. C, O, M, B, A, T. One more time. C, O, M, B, A, T. What you don't want to do with this kick is fully extend your leg so it's straight. I want you to think about kicking like a donkey. Gluteus maximus, all right?
And if you see Rach, you see how her toes down and the heels up? Rach talks about our hips being square. This is really important because if your toes are not down and they're turned off to the side, this is a mistake. It becomes like a backward side kick where the leg just sort of flowers out to the side. Hips forward, chest down, look over shoulder. It keeps everything in the right position, and that's where you get the workout, not just from the front leg, but from the leg at the back, right in deep into the muscles of the glutes.
Okay, whilst we're here, why don't we do my favorite kick, the roundhouse. It's circular and it comes around. Same setup method. C, get your balance. O, M, B, A, T. Your shin and your foot aims up your opponent from the leg all the way to the head. C, balance. O, M, B, A, T. Switch arms, switch legs. Did you know wherever your knee points is where you will kick? So point your knee directly to the TV. Set your heel directly to the TV. O, M, B, A, T. Now, Dan, we can use our arms, can't we?
Yep. So there are two options. You can have option one, hands tucked in, but here's a little bit of a tip I like to say in our Les Mills combat workouts. Take your front arm out because this will help you counterbalance, especially as your head goes away. Take us through the move.
C, O, M, B, A, T.
Beautiful. And now your balance was better. And we
All
do
right.
have another kick.
Yeah, and let's take that from front stance. Remember front stance? It's called a side kick. Same setup method. C. Only this time, the O, you hug your knee. Now you're going to extend the leg. M, B, bring it back. A, put it down. T, finish it. Look at your opponent, use the side of your foot, and aim up the side of the body like this. C, O, M, B, A, T. Now, Dan talks a little bit about the dead leg theory, and we don't want that.
No. And this is when you're doing the retraction part of the side kick. Instead of retracting, you forget to retract and the leg falls down dead. This is the wrong way. Watch. The kick falls down. And naturally, when you start to get fatigued, this may happen. To ensure that that doesn't happen, to combat that, kick low. Nice and low. Boom. That's level one. Level two. And you'll see Rach in the workouts because she's crazy and she's amped and the music's pumped. All of a sudden, boom, there's a big kick over the head.
If you're going to kick to the head, make sure you keep a soft knee and on the supporting leg and lean in the opposite direction. But do that once you've developed great flexibility and control.
Great.
So there we have it. Let's recap. Front kick. Go. Back kick. Roundhouse. Jump wide. Side kick. All right, there's a little taste of TKD, the Taekwondo.
Good job. Yo, okay, so here we are. We're going to talk a little bit about capoeira, our martial art discipline. All right, capoeira is part fight, part dance, and part game. It's not one or the other. In fact, it's all three. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the history. Around about the 14th century, slaves were shackled at the wrists and at the ankles, and they traveled from Africa and Portugal down into Brazil. Now, the reason why we're telling you this is because that triangle nature we use a lot in our Les Mills combat workout to move in our gingas and our other leg-inspired moves. So let's do some of those moves right now. Let's come into parallel, otherwise known as
Base frontal.
I love it when she says that. Take a little look here. So you're bending at the knees. Now, like some of our other martial arts where we're really strong and upright, for this one, take away all of the tension in your upper body. Do this with me. Nice and relaxed. And now just gently cross the arms. Take your left leg directly behind you. And this is what we call our ginga stance, our capoeira stance. Ginga phase 1. The arm at the front protects the side of the face, or the back of the hand, and the elbow to protect the face and the front of the body. And the other arm out, just natural, so you can use that as a counterbalance. Come to the center. Switch. 2, 3, 4.
Muito bem.
Obrigado. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, just do the ginga with us. Go. Ginga. Ginga is our Brazilian Portuguese word that means to pulse, to continuously move. Now, watch Rach. As she goes through the ginga, she tries to keep the ball of the foot down on the floor. Arms just move naturally because it's quite rhythmical. Capoeira is low. So she bends from her knees, and I'll get you to freeze. Boom. And if you want, take a little close-up. All the muscles of the thigh are always loaded because she stays low to the ground. Not only the thigh, but also the bunda. All right, up you come. Do this with us. Ginga. 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 Now we've got a new move. It's called esquiva. Esquiva, the Brazilian Portuguese word meaning to escape or to evade from an imaginary kick. Push down. Now take a little look at Rach. Back leg's perfectly straight. Toes out. Toe forward. Now the most authentic way is to, of course, look towards your opponent. But in Les Mills combat, we turn the chest and the shoulders, we square the body, and now we've actually increased more load through that front foot and front thigh. I know it's probably getting a little bit shaky already. Center. Esquiva the other side. Beautiful. Now the most important thing here is to have elbows close to body, chin slightly tucked in, but really focus on bringing shoulder blades back so you've got a beautiful long back, loading the muscles of the core and keeping the muscles of the thighs and the glutes always firing. And up. Beautiful, all right? So let's just do that one more time. Ginga. La 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 la. Esquiva. Boom. And they're our two main moves that you will always see throughout our Les Mills combat program. So a quick recap. Capoeira is triangular in nature because you can stay low to the ground. It's a disguise because it's part martial art, part game, and of course, part dance. And that's capoeira.
Muay Thai / kickboxing, the national sport of Thailand and my personal favorite. Now we have this sport inside Les Mills combat because it's fast and furious and it helps us feel powerful. Okay, that's great. But what does it do for the body? It rips up your abdominals because you burn so many calories and every single move comes from your core. So let me go through some of those moves with you now. Put your right foot forward. Elbows and knees in Muay Thai. So let's teach you the descending elbow because it goes down. Your strike surface is this part of your elbow. Your target zone is the eyebrow of your opponent. So with a nice soft guard, lift your elbow. Now lift your heel. Your heel? Yes. Now come up to about 11 o'clock and come diagonally down across your opponent's face. Got it? Try it again. up, diagonally down. Comes off the back arm as well. Up and down. Now it's a small move, but it's not what you do with your arms. It's what you do with your legs. So try this. Lift your elbow and lift your heel. Now turn and crunch between your ribs and your hips. Off the back arm. Lift. Great. There's the power. What you don't want to do is this.
You look like a chicken trying to swim or something.
Yeah, that's not a good look. All right, ascending elbow. Same strike surface, new target zone, the chin. Up, under your opponent's chin, with your hand passing the side of your face, basically exposing your armpit. Try it off the back arm, up and under. All right, now the opposite hand comes to the ribs, and that's basically applying the law of equal and opposite reaction. One will magnify the power of the other. Now this time you're not crunching, you're lifting. Lifting. Good job. That's the ascending elbow. There's one more. The treble elbow. You get to hit your opponent 3 times. 2 strike surfaces. Close the gap. Put your hand by your face. Hit them once on the jaw. Come back and hit them twice. Last time. That's a treble elbow. All right, do that again with me. Remember, lift your heel, turn your hip for the power. 3, 2, 1. All right, recap. Descending elbow. Ascending elbow. Treble elbow. Good job. Okay, my favorite move inside Muay Thai is the knee. Combat stance. Back foot comes in. Wrap your hands behind your opponent's neck. Imaginary opponent. Now, as you pull in, drive your knee up and out. Go. And drop it. Up and out. Squeezing your heel to your butt. Go. All right, try it off the front leg. Now try it off the back leg. Pull and squeeze. Good job. All right, one off the front, one off the back. And now you'll see with Dan as he does the move, his heel is driven into his butt, pushing his hips forward and his knee up and into his opponent. Now his arms are pulling into his rib cage. Why?
If your elbows come past the side of your thigh, not only do you engage the muscles of the obliques, but it forces you to use what we call momentum, which that's what will allow your knee not just to go up, but your knee to go out. You exhale at the same time, and you'll get a whole huge more power rather than just bringing the knee up.
Absolutely. All right, now, the one you've been waiting for, the big one.
Ooh, my
Ready?
favorite.
The jump knee. So how do you do this move? All right, secrets are all coming out now. Put your right foot forward and try this with us. We're going to do a tuck jump. Bend your knees. You're going to jump up in the air, lifting both feet off the floor. 3, 2, 1. What was the first move? Bend, then jump up. Go. And land soft. So if you put those 2 moves together, the knee and the tuck jump, you get a jump knee. In this order. Bend, tuck, knee, land soft. Can't say it whilst we're doing it because it's way too fast. Try it with us. Bend. 3, 2, 1. Got it? Do it again. 3, 2, 1. Now you look super bad. Super bad. All right, let's recap. Elbows. Descending. Ascending elbow. Treble elbow. Good job. And what was the last move?
Jump knee.
Jump knee. Go. And there you have it. That is Muay Thai.
Okay, so here we go. Another martial arts discipline that we use in Les Mills Combat is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now, we draw from many different martial arts, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu allows us to fight from the ground. So we get to use muscles from our core, and you'll see this towards the end of our workouts. First of all, we have a move that's standing up. It's where we transition from standing to the ground, and it's called the shoot. From your combat stance, you can go right leg or left leg. Join us now. I'm just going to get you to push off your back foot and land on your front foot like you're going to do a lunge. Forward, and you grab your arms out in front of you, and imagine you're going to hold behind your opponent's knee. Pull the knee. Boom. Stand up. Hands up. Do it on the other side. Shoot. Stand up. Shoot. Now take a look at Rach. Look at these legs. Good. Chin stays tucked in. Pull the arm, and because you get to push off your back foot, it becomes an explosive move. So it's not just about strength and conditioning or shaping the thighs and the glutes, but that explosivity is really going to start working your cardiovascular as well. Shoot. Other side. Shoot. Boom. All right. That's one move. Another move that we have in our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu workout is the hip escape, coming down to the floor. Come into what we call our push-up position, or otherwise known as the plank, feet wide. You'll see in our workouts, we say mountain climber. One knee comes over. Good. Switch. This is what we call level 1. Switch. Now level 2 is where the knee comes in, but then you take one arm off. You push some weight out of the hand. Now you're isolating the muscles of the shoulder. The obliques have got to fire. Your hips have now escaped, so now you can start working glutes and hamstrings. Switch. Beautiful. And try and make it roll. Switch. Now hold here just for a second. If it's too much, you can sit down on your bum or push back out of your hand. Extend one leg. That's what we call level 3. All right, hip escape. Other side. Boom, hip escape. And hold. Now you can do hip escapes from the front. You can do hip escapes even off your back. Take a look. Boom, boom. All right. So there we have it. So let's do a little overview of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu inside Les Mills Combat. We have moves where we can transition from standing to the ground, where you can shoot and working the muscles of the legs and exploding forward. And also in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, we really work the muscles of our core because we do our hip escapes. So there you have it. That is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu inside the world of Les Mills Combat.